High atop the Smoky Mountains on the border of Tennessee and Virginia is a small town named Bristol. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bristol, Tennessee and the Bristol Motor Speedway, our first round of the playoffs for the NAISCC Cup Series 250 laps here from Bristol Motor Speedway. Hello, everyone. I am Lee Tidwell. Joining me, Robert A. Moria Jr., Oz himself, back pushing the buttons, and also be joining me in the booth tonight for a little bit of commentary as we get set for round one of the playoffs of the NAISCC Cup Series. Once again, we are in Bristol. No, there is no dirt on the track, but that's all right. We'll get 250 action-packed laps here. And Robert, one of the things I'm looking forward to is the fact that this is the beginning of the playoffs. So when we talk about the playoffs, we got to talk about who made it to the playoffs. So race 1 of 2 here at the round of 16. Vincent Sora on top of the points with a 29-point lead over second place Kyle Rochelle. Tom Sinchek will be in third. Aaron Kralik in fourth. Thomas Walter came in fifth. Ryan Bird sixth. Maurice it's Go Million. They got a weird font on their points that they gave us. Maurice Go Million, they're in seventh position. James Trammell, in eighth. Chris Parkman in ninth. Max Forner in 10th. Sean Hufstetler, the professor himself, in 11th. Jesse Thornick in 12th. Adam Westfield 13th. Dakota Moniz in 14th. Patrick Hernandez in 15th. And Ryan Ferraro, actually saw him in an open race earlier today. He took a snapshot of the Freaky Fast truck and said he saw a broadcaster in the wild. He rounds out our playoff field in 16th position. So race 1 of 2 here, playoffs, knockout round. Going to be an interesting one tonight at Bristol. We'd like to thank the fine sponsors that bring you not only Freaky Fast Broadcasting, but the NAISCC Cup Series here. They are the ButtKicker and the Gamer 2. And every game deserves a truly immersive experience. Don't you believe, Robert? I believe so. Yep, and you've got to. The ButtKicker Gamer 2 lets you feel every detail, from subtle footsteps to the rumble of a V10-powered race car, from ambient environmental effects to the power of a nearby explosion. By moving to physical mass instead of only air like traditional speakers, the Gamer 2 provides an instant, accurate, powerful bass response. And it's all perfectly in sync with every game with no additional software required. Check out the Gamer 2 at thebuttkicker.com. Use promo code FreakyFast20 for 20% off your order. The Gamer 2 at thebuttkicker.com. Also brought to you here tonight by, as I have to scroll through my notes here, it is the Simbox store. Where is my read for the Simbox store? I lost it. There it is, Simbox store. If you want to take your sim rig to the next level, get yourself a button box from the Simbox store today. These quality handcrafted button boxes feature 32 functions and will deliver immersion like never before. You can reach them on their Facebook at Simbox store or view their box options on their eBay store. Don't forget to like their page and let them know that Freaky Fast sent you. That's the Simbox store. You really push our button. So we are still about 20 seconds left in practice before we get set for qualifying. Robert, that all-important playoff positions have been solidified. We have our top 16 battling out tonight, and only half will move on.
That is correct. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here to Bristol. No, it's not the third Bristol. Not yet. But right now they're going to be running some asphalt around here with these Gen 6, and it's going to be a great night, as it's going to be Robert A. Moyer up here in the booth with Lee Tidwell, going to be calling all the action for 250 laps as they get ready to head into qualifying.
Get ready to start some qualifying here at Bristol. We are on that 0.52 mile oddly shaped little oval, but some super fast speeds that are hit, some tight action-packed short track racing. Bristol is always an exciting time, no matter what car you bring out here. You bring these Gen 6 cars out here with the experienced drivers like we have here tonight. That's when you get some exciting racing, and we're expecting an action-packed 250 laps. Looking now at the number 57 of Thomas Walter. Walter out of 4 on his warm-up lap. Thomas Walter is part of this playoff race as he is in 5th position, 8 points behind 4th place Aaron Kralik.
Let's see what kind of lap time he can put down here. It's going to be best lap of 14.81 there, Lee. As the dominating one there, Vincent, 14.72. Last time we were told that they ran this track, he dominated, and they expect him to dominate again tonight. So we'll have to see if anybody out there's got anything for that 15 car.
The 16 of Aaron Kralick's out on the track as we speak. He's going into 3 and 4. First lap of a 14.889. Second lap for Kralick. Let's see here. Did not show, so
I think that lap wasn't counted for him. I think he hit the wall.
You might have touched that wall. And that's the thing, too, is with that high line running around these turns, that wall can sneak up and bite you.
Oh, most definitely, because these guys here tonight will be running that high line all nightly. That's going to be the preferred line. But if you can run, and I'll learn this from, Zach Hall, excuse me, that is not here tonight. He did say, watching other Bristol races that we have broadcasted, that, and even Brandon Colley out there on Facebook will agree to this. If you can run down on the low line and save that right front tire, in the long run, you're going to be faster than running up the high line up there. Yeah, you're going to get the momentum exiting turn 3 and turn 2 and, turn 4 to go down the front stretch, back stretch, but it's not enough. If you can stay down there, eventually that bottom line is just going to dominate. But it's very, very hardly to keep that right front tire on without not pinching, scrubbing it, tight exiting out of the corner. You got a vehicle on the outside of you. You don't want to run up into them. So there's a lot behind it than just doing it. But if there's a guy out there can master it, well, look out, because they're probably going to be the race winner.
The number 37 of Jonathan Pittman said, you know what? I think I want to start this race in the front. Throws down the fastest lap, a 14.654. Chris Parkman out on the track now, as well as that is the number 80 that we are looking at. That is Nicholas Compton.
So what kind of lap time he can put down here?
Yeah, straight out of Compton, straight up is in 19th place at the moment. 15.072, not the, about almost a half second off the pace here. Second lap being put down by Compton now. Goes to a 15.324.
Yeah, his qualifying was not good at all. that is just throw him away and say, you know what, again, I think I'm going to start in the back.
And with a track like Bristol, that's not necessarily a bad thing to go ahead and just start in the back, work your way up. 250 laps, there are plenty of opportunity, plenty of time to set back, bide your time, and work your way to the front throughout this race. So we get ready. Now that qualifying's not done yet. Still got 25 seconds. The 11 is still riding around out there. That's Parkman. All right, he's done with qualifying. He's just turning laps now. Sightseeing. Oh, scraping the wall.
He's trying to make the turns a little wider.
He said, let me see if I can knock this wall out just a little bit.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I would too. Bristol's one of these races that it's short track racing. There's going to be a lot of beating and banging, bumping. I mean, let's hope tempers don't fly. But tempers normally do fly when you're at Bristol. So, all right. Well, Lee, we're going to bring up our starting grid here, brought to you by the Simbox store. And there you go, sir.
Yep, so your Simbox store starting lineup for the first round of the playoffs here at Bristol, taking the pole with a 14.654 is going to be the number 37 of Jonathan Pittman. Vincent Sorda, number 15, will be in second position. The number 1 of Kyle Rochelle in third. Chris Parkman will be in fourth, and the number 11. The 57 of Thomas Walter will be in fifth position. In sixth, Adam Westfield at number 88. In 7th, Dakota Monez and the number 5. The number 58 of Ryan Bird will start in 8th position. In 9th, Patrick Hernandez in the number 19. The number 12 of Ryan Ferrero will be in 10th position. Max Forner in 11th in that number 51. In 12th, Aaron Kralix in the number 16. The number 8 of Tom Sinchik will be in 13th position. The Professor will begin in 14th. That's Sean Huffstutler in the number 94. The number 2 of Danny Cochran in 15th position. In 16th, James Trammell in that number 20. In 17th, Maurice Gomillion in the number 44. The number 10 of Jacob Morris will begin in 18th position. In 19th will be Nicholas Compton in the number 80. The number 14 of Jesse Thornick in the 20th position. In 21st, Zachary Compton. 22nd, Martin Morales. And 23rd, Alston Halsey, who did not put a time down for this qualifying effort. So we get ready for some exciting short track action at Bristol. 250 laps, first round of the playoffs for the NAISCC Cup Series. And as we talked about, half these 16 drivers made it into the playoffs. Half of them will move on.
Ain't that something?
Well, especially when you look at those bubble guys. When you look at Gomillion and Trammell and Parkman and Forder, and you've got them there right on the bubble. Do I make it to the next round or do I not? It's going to be an interesting time as we get set here from Bristol. 1 to go to green.
All right, before we set sail here for 250 laps here, I want to say
sailing takes me away. Sorry.
beep, beep, and all right.
And we're demonetized.
That's right. Well, you know what? This is the first time this league's heard Robert and Lee calling a race, so prepare yourself for some interesting laughs every once in a while.
We have a good time here on Freaky Fast with me and Robert's in the booth. Can't tell by the viewership on Facebook, so make sure you share if you're watching right now there on Facebook. Let's get those views up a little bit for the first round of the playoffs. As we come through 3 and 4, the pace truck will pull off and we get set. Pittman and Sora will bring them to the line. Rochelle Parkman behind them. Green flag, and we drive it down into 1 and 2. Going to shake up the field. Pittman will begin in first, Sora second, Parkman third. Rochelle got a race back here for about 7th position. As it's starting to get log jammed there behind 5th.
I did see at the start of the race here, either these guys started in the wrong gear, Lee, or they spun the tires, because Vincent, he spun the tires. Somebody else spun the tires. But like you said, they are now look like they're getting all single file until they get back here to, where are we at? Aaron back here, going to be battling side by side.
Yeah, Monez is hung on the inside, the number 5. And that's no man's land right now. You want to get up there in that groove and be single file. Also, the 51 hung to the inside. That's going to be Max Forner. Forner's in 16th position. He's already down 5 spots from the start, and he's finally going to slide back up in the line. Lap 5 of 250 here at Bristol with the NAISCC Cup Series first round of the playoffs. Woo, almost a little door touch there. Who is that hung on the inside now? That's the 8.
Looks like
of Tom Sinchik.
Yeah.
Sinchik back to, well, he's in 13th, started in 13th, but yeah, he was hung on that inside line, and that's not a good place to be. As we're looking at the 19 of Patrick Hernandez.
Come back.
Hernandez right in the 12th position, right in front of Sinchik.
And you're going to see a lot of this too here tonight, Lee. People scraping that outside wall. We're going to see a lot of sparks flying here tonight.
A lot of combustible activity on the track at Bristol. We are crossing the line for lap 9 of 250. And starting to have a little more accordion action going up closer to the front of the pack.
Well, that's the other thing we're going to see too. We stay green like this within another 20 laps to 25 laps. These guys will be catching the back of the field, and then you got to start worrying about racing your competitor and racing lap down vehicles that are going to be trying to stay on the lead lap. And if it happens to be one of those drivers that are running for the playoffs, You know what I mean? In the playoffs, they're not going to just lay over. You know, they got to keep on battling the way they are. But here we got Kyle here, Rochelle, taking over third.
Yep, Rochelle up into third, and you look at that, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, all stacked right there. Parkman right behind Rochelle. In front of them, Vincent Sora, then Pittman continuing to lead. She's led every lap. Down looking to the inside is Rochelle. He's starting to look and see if he gets some of that nose room inside of Sora.
Right along on his nose.
Right there. Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. All over. All over. Oh, hello. I am in your vehicle, baby. Baby, baby, I get down on my knees for you. Beep, beep.
That's what we call a merge draft right there.
I mean, look at this. He is, yeah. I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, sir. He is just all over him. Look at the. Oh, he's waiting for it.
Man, Rochelle just right there on the back of Sora, lap after lap, and you knew sooner or later. Look at it punch up the back of the field. Craig's is going to be up against the wall. That's the 16 of Kralix. He scrapes the outside wall, having to check up from all that mess. And then it's going to hang the 58 of Ryan Bird out to dry on the inside.
Oh, man. Well, like I said, if you can get your vehicle to work down there, you're going to be better in the long run. But right now, that 58 does not look like he has any kind of speed right now, as he is, he's falling like a rock like you're at Daytona.
Yet Ryan Bird continuing to fall backwards. Now passed by Huffstuff.
Tough track. Bristol is so fun. Everybody loves it. It's one of them tracks. I don't want to say everybody. Let me rephrase that. It's a love-hate relationship track. Some people love it. Some people hate it. I am the type of guy, I love it when it doesn't beat me up.
I do not like driving this track at all.
Oh, man, you don't know what you're missing.
Oh, no, I do. I've done it. I don't like it.
Well, you still don't know what
I don't
you're
like
missing.
that high line's so hard to run.
It is. It is.
Lap 20 of 250. And we didn't talk about the save by Sora, who remains in second position after getting bumped by the one of Rochelle there in coming out of 2.
Yeah, he's keeping it up there, and you know, this is Bristol. And damage is, it does take a toll a little bit, but also it's not as bad as what you think it is. As you can see, prime example, he's still up there running competitive lap times and sticking in his position there, even with some rear end damage. But that's Bristol, baby. That's how I say it, Bristol, baby, man. You just beating, banging, you bumping and hitting, and look at it. These leaders are now hitting lap traffic now, Lee here, which I said about 25 laps into this.
Yeah, Compton kissed that wall trying to stay out of everybody's way, as he is riding in the 23rd position. But look at the gap now. Pittman has pulled out a 1.3 second gap over Vincent Sora, using that lap traffic ever so gently to be able to pull out that lead. Now, with Bristol, Robert, what are we looking at pit window-wise if we continue green?
Oh, they could probably go about 100 laps, somewhere around there. Oh, depending on the yellows, if we do stay green. Now, yeah, probably around 100, somewhere around there. I would imagine they're going to go about 100 laps, go 100 in each stent, and then finish it off. And that gives you some wiggle room, you know, to do what. Well, never mind.
I think the 5 of Monez was in. Yep, he's down. The 20 involved in that.
Looks like Morris was involved. We'll go back here on the Freaky Fast replay, and we'll do a Lee Tidwell's Carnage, how he likes to say.
And to see what happens here.
Maybe it looks good. Does the 81? Yeah, the 81 got into the wall, and unfortunately the 5 had nowhere to go, and he just collected the 10, and the 20. Oh, 20 went bunny hopping.
Yeah, the 81 is Zachary Compton. He was the lap car that the leaders just went around.
Doesn't look like anybody else was involved into this, so... Alright, well, we'll go back here, go back live here, but yeah, what you were saying there, Lee, leaders just passed the 81 there, Compton, and looks like he got tight coming out of that turn there, and unfortunately bounced off the wall, and innocent bystanders got collected up into it, and brought out our first caution here on lap 29 of 250.
First caution of the evening, as you said, sir, is we are on lap 29. Pittman with the lead. Vincent Sora in second. Rochelle third. Parkman fourth. Westfield will be in fifth. Then you have Thomas Walter, Ryan Ferraro. Ferraro. That's it. Aaron Kralik in eighth. Huffstutler in ninth, and Patrick Hernandez in 10th position. And as we take a look at those bubble drivers once again, you're looking at Thomas Walter, Ryan Bird, Go Million, and Trammell right above the line. Parkman, Forner, Huffstutler, and Thornick right below the line. One of the guys involved in that crash, Monez, he's in 14th in the playoffs right now. So that could spell disaster for him. Ferraro is in 16th in the playoffs, running 7th here tonight, so making a good showing for himself so far.
And that's tough. I mean, having the playoffs start on the first round at Bristol, what is that?
It's survival of the fittest. It's Darwinism.
Did you just see that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I had a flicker on my screen on my right side, and it was all white. Did anybody see that? That was weird.
So lap 31 of 250 with the NAISCC Cup Series here at Bristol.
I'm muted.
I'd like to thank everyone for joining us on Facebook and YouTube. Give us a like and a subscribe if you don't mind. So you can keep up with all of the Freaky Fast broadcasts that go on throughout the week. Also, give a like to the video. Go ahead and share this video. Sharing is caring, people, and we need all the cares that we can get. So give us a react there on Facebook. Make sure you like the video on YouTube as well. Lap 32 at 250, Jonathan Pittman in the lead, and that number 37, he chooses the high line.
Green.
I'm coming back.
And we got some guys doing a third gear restart here and over the radio. Look underneath, Sora's going to try to make it stick. The 15 is Sora, but look at the 11. Crix Parkman with a run on the high side. Sora now maybe going to be hung in no man's land. Here comes the one of Rochelle as well. Looking to the outside of Sora. Sora tried to get a run on that inside, Robert, but could not make it stick. And look at the momentum difference coming out of these turns. Sora slides back to fourth position, able to slide in front of Westfield.
Like
into one.
Get single file here now, it looks like here, Lee.
Yep, they're going to even it on out. But, man, Sora, he took the shot in the dark. And since he was stuck on that inside, leader gets choice here. Tried to make something work going into 1 and 2 on the restart. Couldn't. He got shuffled back to fourth position.
Right behind him is going to be Adam. Westfield here.
Oh, goodness. Go back to the 94 of Huffstutler. He has got all kinds of people around him. In front, Hernandez and Cochran, and then you got Bird right behind him, and then Sinchek, Forner, Thornick. This is the Hornet's Nest. Oh, there it goes. Hold it.
Wow.
Nice save there by the professor.
He's going to write that down in his books.
And we keep it green.
Wow.
The 94 of Huffstutler trying to work his way into the top 8 of the playoffs, now back to 15th position. Hung on the inside is Go Million. He's riding in 18th. He needs a good showing here to stay in playoff contention.
We're in 18th, falling back to 19th. Oh, he's starting to get freight trained again, man. Being on that inside is not where you want to be. I mean, again, if you can do it, but it's like Talladega. You just get freight trained.
So just kind of peeking through here as we look at Go Million. 1 and 2, Pittman and Parkman have just bolted out. Now, the 5 of Moniz and the 10 of Jacob Morris. Morris is a lapped vehicle, so he's staying to the inside and trying to let everyone come on by. Max Forder in the 51 in 10th position. He's caught up with Sinchek. So let's go back there to the... Oh, the 16 scrapes the wall. 16 of Kralik. That made Ferraro check up a little bit.
I'm muted for a minute, Lee. We're having audio. Audio is fine, but audio it wants to go to 100%, and that's not where I run our audio.
So as we continue to watch, Walter will be in 8th position. Woo! Right up against that wall.
That's microphone.
Is the 16 of Kralix once again. Kralix ain't gonna have any paint on that passenger side. Yeah, we got a caution.
Oh, I see what it's doing.
Did not see what happened there. It looks like, let me see, lap 46. Danny Cochran involved in that.
Really, I'm not in the mood to fuck this today.
Let's see here. Cochran
49.
is in the 2.
50.
See if we can see what went on there. Oh. Cochran just shoved someone. Got the bumper to the bumper. So frustration's already starting to brew here at Bristol. Caution number 2, lap 48 of 250 with the NAISCC Cup Series, brought to you by...
Good job. Thank you, man. Okay. I think I got it.
And I had my reads already, and then I pushed the wrong button. There we go. Brought to you by the SimBox Store. If you want to take your sim rig to the next level, get yourself a button box from the SimBox Store today. These quality handcrafted button boxes feature 32 functions and will deliver immersion like never before. You can reach them on Facebook at SimBox Store or view their box options on their eBay store. Don't forget to like their page and let them know Freaky Fast sent you. That's the SimBox Store. You really push our button. Also brought to you by the ButtKicker and the Gamer 2. Every game deserves a truly immersive experience, and the ButtKicker Gamer 2 lets you feel every detail, from the subtle footsteps to the rumble of a V10-powered race car, from ambient environmental effects to the power of a nearby explosion. By moving a physical mass instead of only air like traditional speakers, the Gamer 2 provides an instant, accurate, powerful bass response, and it's all perfectly in sync with every game with no additional software required. Check out the Gamer 2 at thebuttkicker.com. Use promo code FreakyFast20. That's FreakyFast20 for 20% off your order of the Gamer 2 at thebuttkicker.com. We are 20% of the way through this race, and we are on caution number 2, first round of the playoffs here at Bristol. I'd like to say hello to Brandon Colley, James Travel, and Mark Wilson out there on Facebook. Actually had a race today with Kenneth Blackburn. Robert?
Oh, wow. Really? Man,
Yeah, we did the Atlanta truck race together, I believe.
Wow, I haven't seen him in ages. Hopefully he's doing well.
Looking at the number 16 of Aaron Kralix. Kralix is in 8th position. Foreigner. It's not foreigner. There's not an R in there. Foner and Sinchek stay out. They pitted on lap 28. So they will take over first and second. Pittman and Sora, third and fourth. Parkman Westfield, fifth and sixth. Then Kralix Rochelle. Then Walter Bird. That is your first 5 rows as we get set to go back green here at Bristol.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag. And here we go. Bringing it down. Sinchek's going to be on that high line. Forder on the inside. Look at Sora with a big run on the outside. Now here comes the 11 of Parkman on the high side. We're going to look at 3 coming out of 4 now. Sora on the high side had Pittman right below him, and then the 51 of Forder lifted and said, go ahead, fellas. It is okay. You guys fight it out. Sinchek will remain in the lead. Sora Pittman will battle for second behind them. Sora on the high side. Pittman will be on the bottom. We bring it to the line. Nice run there by Sora. Off of 4 will take over second position. Pittman in third, but then the 11 of Parkman looking to keep that nose to the outside of Pittman and maybe be able to take that position. Pittman hung in that no man's land inside gap and trying to find a way to squeeze back up before he just runs these tires off.
Well, like I said, if he can get a run and keep it down below, eventually he's going to have the longer pace run vehicle down there, but he needs to hold his ground down there, Lee, and I don't know if he's going to have enough to do it. Looks like he does. He's got a very, very strong car. And, oh, look at the shot he gets coming out of that turn. Holy mackerel, who in the heck is in the 1? Kyle. Look at Kyle. Where in the world?
Rochelle out of nowhere.
Huh?
Oh, 3 wide coming out of 2. Oh, and they touch. Sora now goes down to the inside. Spinning behind them is going to be the 58 of Bird, I believe. And how is that not a caution?
Flagman is falling asleep, maybe? I don't know. He shouldn't be.
Sora's back into 4th position. And now looking at the 20 of Trammell.
Now the question is how many vehicles are going to come out of here unscathed?
I mean, is that even an option at Bristol?
Well, if you're the leader, yeah. I wouldn't know, man. I never got the leader lap at Bristol.
Me either. Ryan Bird and Trammell. Then you got Hernandez battling there as well. Hernandez, Huff, Stutler now caught up with them. And we've got a nice little pack right here. And this is from like 7th on back.
Got the Professor. You got Patrick. You got Tom. James. They're all up here running. Pack of 5. Oh, no!
Yellow flag is out.
Huff,
Look out.
Stutler involved in that.
Oh, and another playoff. The playoff truck. Man, this is just not his night tonight. He was involved again.
Jimenez spun again, and that could spell disaster not only for his evening, but for his playoff contention.
Oh, watch
Monez coming in the 14th position.
Watch right here. You can see, oh, and just looks like the 94 came down a little bit, got the 19 of Patrick, and then just everybody else was checking up, and oh, the 5 nowhere to go, and into the inside wall hard, unfortunately, and then rear ends the back end of it. So he gets the front and the back of that poor car.
So that'll be caution number 3, lap 64 of 250.
Well, if anybody out there don't mind, let me know how the audio sounds and let me know how me and Lee sound up here. I had to do some minor adjustments. As
You
Lee
better
was
say I
calling
sound
us.
pretty.
Hey, and sexy, and you know it.
So as you can tell from the broadcast, limited fan attendance here tonight in Bristol.
Stupid coronavirus. Just listening to what the NASCAR says. No fans in the stands yet. Well, actually, I think they changed that. I think you're allowed to have some people come in now.
Yeah, I think it's really dependent on where it is and what the state and local regulation is at that moment.
Yeah. But not bad. Lap number, you know. Oh, we got a stage coming up here, too. When is their stage?
I didn't see that posted.
Here's the storyline. If you go to the broadcast notes and scroll up a little bit, you'll see the storylines. Man, I forgot to... Wait, that's for Michigan. Never mind. There was a storyline somewhere that wasn't posted to us. But there is a stage. We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Yes. Because that's what
right
we do.
after this. It's awesome to sound unprepared.
The stage lap is 125.
125, so right in the middle.
Yes, sir. We will have a stage on lap 125.
So here we go. Pace truck will come
Green
off.
flag,
Pittman
green
and
flag.
Rochelle will bring up to the line. Pittman on the high side. Rochelle will be hung in the bottom. As we bring it through 1 and 2, Sora's going to drop on back to 4th. Pittman's going to slide it up in to that outside line and solidify 2nd position. Now it's Parkman who's hung to the inside, trying to come up in front of Sora. Across the start-finish line, go into 1. Parkman still hung to the inside in 3rd position. Now will fall in line in front of Sora. Sora will be in 4th, Westfield in 5th. Kralik, Trammell, Huffstutler, Ryan Bird, and Max Boner. Your top 10. Racing it through 1 and 2, and you can tell those tires, they put it on lap 47, starting to get to that area where you can push a little bit more, but sooner or later you're going to start seeing that plateau we always talk about, Robert.
Mm-hmm.
And Rochelle has drove right up to the back of Pittman. If Pittman can get that lead, he's able to pull it out, but Rochelle is keeping him in check.
Yeah, that one is just blazingly fast right now. I mean, he is on a rail. I mean, we just watched him when before this yellow came out, how he come flying down on the inside, and I was like, oh my goodness, where in the heck did he come from? And hello, love tap.
Look, kissy kiss there from Rochelle, and he's going to go down to the inside of Pittman. They door touch. Pittman's going to spin, hit the wall. The 11 of Parkman gets mixed up in it. The 15 gets taken out. Mass hysteria. Carnage going on. The front stretch is completely blocked with cars. We got someone on the roof.
I don't know who that is. Somebody's on the roof. All I know is watch Adam.
It's the 14 of Jesse Thornick. It's upside down.
Wow.
So let's get set for this freaky fast carnage replay. You're watching Thornick now, the 14.
Watch.
I'm not sure exactly how. Oh, he's trying to avoid and got rear-ended. It looked like he hits that wall, spins. The 15, the 11, the 88's involved. The 8, the 10, then gets hit in the side by the 88 as the 10 takes into him and puts him up and over onto his roof.
I don't think you're supposed to be looking that way, sir. And they're still not done hitting the poor guy. He's on his roof.
What is it the crew chief says? It usually does better on its wheels.
Yeah. Oh, man. He's still sitting there. Look at that back wheel just spinning from all the momentum. Wow. Like you said, what do you call that, Lee?
It's the freaky fast carnage replay.
That was carnage. That was, I think, the whole field. Now, I do know that they have...
a lot of the field. And look in the front now. Kralik moves up to first. The professor Sean Huffstutler up to second. Ryan Bird in third. Max Foner in fourth. Dakota Moniz. Who'd have thunk it? No-nose Moniz up into fifth position. Gomillion into sixth. Halsey into seventh. Pittman falls back to eighth. Hernandez ninth. Walter in 10th. Morales will be in 11th. So a complete and utter shakeup of the top 10. And now the playoffs, it's like what we talked about don't really matter now because it's all kinds of crazy. And do you really need a nose at Bristol? We're about to find out with Dakota Moniz on this one.
I was I'm sitting there watching the 5 going, he has no nose. He literally has nothing on the front of that thing. And here he is up there, you know, running in 5th position. The whole field, everything has just flipped, Lee. Again, I don't even want to talk about the playoffs right now, even though this is round number 1 here for these guys. I want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in out here to watch these guys here at Freaky Fast tonight on your Saturday night. But I think we need to wait till the end of the race to actually literally see where this stacks up of who's advances to the next round. I mean, we talk about it, but as soon as we talk about it, something drastic like this happens, and this is Bristol, and I got a funny feeling I won't be surprised we see another carnage like that.
Yeah, because, I mean, it all stacked up there right. I mean, you still see it on the track, all the tire marks right after the start-finish line, just complete and utter carnage, and blocked the track. So if you were right behind someone and you didn't see that stuff was going on, you ain't going to stop. You're going to drive through someone. And we heard comments of ARCA brakes over the radio.
I don't even think ARCA brakes worked for that.
So here we go. One to go to green. Going to be Kralix. He's going to choose that high line. Huffstutler will be on the bottom. Then Forner Bird, Gomillion Moniz, Pittman Halsey, Hernandez Walter. Bringing it to the line. Kralix says, I ain't even going to give him an opportunity. He takes a good jump. Huffstutler's going to be able to slide into second easily. Foner and Bird back behind. And then you've got Moniz who's going to slide up. Everybody is single file until you get back until about 10th position. Hernandez in the 19 is back up in all of that mess. Because then you've got Westfield and Soren and Parkman. Oh man, here goes. Oh, the 88 spinning.
Uh-oh.
That's Westfield. He able to catch it. Nice catch there by Westfield. As we are following the 4 of Austin Halsey right along with Patrick Hernandez. That is 9th and 10th position.
Look at Pittman, like you said. Fast vehicle out there has got himself all the way back to 7th position, and now he's got to try to work traffic.
And then you've got Danny Cochran in the number 2. He's a lap down, but he just passed Pittman. Right around with Martin Morales Jr. now, the number 25 machine. Morales is going to be in the 12th position. In that number 25, just passing Compton. And we've got injured cars all over the place. And then Kralix and Huffstutler have kind of taken off.
16 does have a clean car right now. So that's a big benefit right there. Like you said, we have a lot of cars that got damaged, some cars that don't. And I think you're going to see, of course, the ones that don't have damage, they will be moving themselves up through the field here. Right now, it looks like that 16 of Aaron is going to be stepping on out here. He's going to have a 1 second lead right now over that 94 of the professor that we like to call him here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting. Looking good out there. He's worked his way up through. Then we got in that 58 of Ryan running up here in, let's see here, 4th position, up 5 positions of the start of the race with some rear end damage. As up, we do have yellow, and oh no, Vincent was involved.
Oh, they're still wrecking.
Oh,
the
no.
2 then goes into Cochran, smacks the wall into 3. So we had a couple different incidents there as We look back. Looks like Vincent Sora involved in that as well.
And we were just
So I think
talking
Sora
about-
began it.
Yeah, and we're
the
just
Freaky
talking
Fast
about him
started.
too, though.
Oh no, the 2 touches the wall.
Wow. Hello.
So Cochran hits the wall, comes off and nails Sora.
And somebody spits a cone out in the turn.
So that will bring up caution number 5 at lap 91 here at Bristol with the Freaky Fast Cartage replay.
Do I need to change our logo to Freaky Fast Replay Carnage?
No, you need a sound effect. So when instead of a swoosh when the logo comes up, it goes Cartage.
I got rid of the swoosh.
I don't know. I can't hear that part. So
I was gonna say there is no more swoosh. I got rid of that swoosh, but I can put the swoosh in there. Record yourself going Carnage, and then I'll put it in there.
Cartage. The Cartage.
I'm serious. Record yourself and shoot me the file. I'll put it on there. And we'll all hear Lee every race, no matter what race we're at. Carnage.
Cartage. Lap 92 of 250. Kralik will be in first. The Professor in second. Bird third. Foner fourth. Moniz, No-Nose Moniz remains in fifth position. That number 5 machine. So he's Voldemort tonight. Honorary Voldemort No-Nose. I do like No-Nose Moniz, though. That's a good little name. He might not appreciate it, especially if you don't have a nose, like a real one.
Oh.
And if that's the case, I apologize. I had no idea.
Apologizing now before you get yourself in trouble.
Yeah, don't cancel me.
These guys ain't gonna cancel you.
So we're still pacing around here at Bristol, lap 93, with the NAISCC Cup Series round 1 of the playoffs. Top 16 drivers came in. 8 will move on. Coming into tonight, Vincent Sora was in first, Rochelle, then Sinchik, Kralik, Walter, Bird, Gomillion, and Trammell, your top 8. Then it was Parkman, Boner, Huffstutler, Thornick, Westfield, Moniz, Hernandez, and Ferraro. So, I know you said we're not going to talk much about the playoffs, and I agree. But since we got a caution, we might as well throw that out there. So we can see Kralik's, Huffstutler, Foner, really, Moniz, all of them really making that effort, that push to be back in that top 8 before the night's end. The pace truck will come off, and Kralik will take the high side. Quick jump. Huffstutler spins the tires, trying to get up in the high line to block Foner. Racing it out of 2 now. The 58 of Bird looking to get to the high side. The 44, that's Gomillion. He's going to pull right to the backside of the 5 of Moniz. Moniz, No-Nose Moniz now on the high side. Gomillion looking to the inside of him and will have the spot. They're going to race it side by side, door to door. Now a race for second as Foner inside of Huffstutler coming out of 4. Huffstutler's going to have the momentum on the high side. Foner's going to drop back now into third position. Bird will be 4th. No-Nose Moniz will be in 5th. Behind them, Walter and Gomillion. Gomillion hung on the inside as Trammell now going to ride the high side of him. Gomillion got hung out to dry here. Now back to 8th position. He's still hung. Oh! He tried to come up in front of Pittman and got spun.
Oh. Hello.
Yeah, Gomillion was trying to find a way back up into that line. His spotter must have told him he was clear, but Pittman had his nose in, to the high side of him, and his Gomillion came up. As we check it out on the Freaky Fast Cartage replay. Right here we come out, and Gomillion's going to try to come on up and get in that line, but spotter was wrong, wasn't clear.
Oh, man. Parker was involved into that. Pittman. Who else? Oh, we got the 88 of Adams sliding into the turn. Nowhere to go.
Oh, man.
He was involved. Look at the 19 of Patrick. He's like hanging on. He's sideways. We got somebody else going sideways.
Don't even have a daggum number. Yeah, so Hernandez gets taken up in that. So lots of carnage. They're now lap 100 of 250.
Oh.
And, you know, you said it earlier, and I didn't want to comment on it. I want to say, no, we're just going to leave it alone. But first round of playoffs at Bristol.
Yeah.
Things can get dicey. We're on the caution number 6. We're close to halfway done. Guys are starting to get tested. This could end up being a very interesting race. Or when they have this stage here at 125, everyone takes a big deep breath, they reset, and then we have a green flag run, running it out to the end. It's really going to depend on how these guys react, because remember, cautions breed cautions.
Correct. And speaking of that, with caution breathing cautions, the big thing here, Lee, too, is and we say it in NASCAR, Bristol is not a self-cleaning track. You would think it is because of the banking, but it's not. When something happens in a turn, they normally slide down, but if you notice with all these yellows that we have here tonight, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 vehicles involved into it. People running in, plowing into the wreck, basically driving into the wreck and nowhere to go. So this track doesn't clean itself off like you would think it should. It just doesn't because it's so small.
Yeah, and then, when we come across, this should be one to go to green after this one. But Huffstutler started on that inside row. He was trying, because Kralik is getting an excellent jump. As soon as that pace truck goes in and he gets his 4 wheels heading north and south, he is on it. Huffstutler tried to get the jump to be able to slide up into that spot on that restart and spun the tires. And that's why he was fighting, who was that he was fighting with? I can't remember who it was now, to be honest with you. But now we got to see what Foner does. Foner is going to be hung on that inside starting in the 2nd position. Leader gets lane choice. Kralix chooses that outside line. Very wise of him. Bird and Huffstutler will be in the 2nd row. Moniz Walter in the 3rd. Trevor Halsey in the 4th. And Rochelle Morales in 5th, with Patrick Hernandez sitting in 11th position.
The other thing, too, is as the pace truck ducks in here, Lee, is when we get to the stage on lap 125, as we are back green here, and you can see Aaron gone, like you said.
It's the professor. The 5 right into the back end of the 94, Dakota Moniz. And no yellow. We're going to keep it going. I think Huffstutler might have spun those tires again. Kralik with an outstanding jump here is now going to pull a half-second lead over the 51 of Foner. Bird in 3rd, Walter 4th, Trammell 5th. Going through 3 and 4. Looks like the race is going to be 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Bird, Walter, and Trammell. Rochelle's now getting involved up there. We bring it out of 4, lap 107 of 250. And that one again, Kyle Rochelle. With like a lightning bolt stuck in his car. The 57 now dropping down to the inside. That's going to be Walter. Walter going in for 2nd position, trying to keep it, man. And then the 20 had to lift. That's Trammell. And Kralik is just taking off.
Oh, we're going to wait for the stage.
Yeah, we're about, 15?
Yeah, what I was going to get at here real quickly is that, we got a great with Aaron in that 16 and Kyle in the 1. Them 2 vehicles, I think, are going to be the ones we're going to be talking about at the end of this race here for a race win. My thing is though, when the stage comes up here, how many vehicles kept their fast repairs? How many vehicles used their fast repairs? Are we going to see a lot of cars out there, getting that fast repair, stay on the lead lap, and then, like you said earlier, start battling hard harder to get positions, or are they just going to lay out? Because Bristol is one of those things is once you get a green flag run going, like we're seeing right now, and you get spread out, this could go on forever. And not, you know what I mean, where there's no battling.
Yeah, because we watched the one, of Rochelle. He is battling Walter. Walter on the high side. Rochelle making that inside line work, but did not get the run there out of 2. Now they're all coming up on Huffstutler. He's going to stay inside and let them have the high line to pass him on. Huffstutler involved in that incident on the restart with the 5 of Mona. Lap 114 of 250. We watch these cars now going into 3. And you're starting to see him get closer and closer to that wall, entering and exiting these turns.
Oh, look at the run.
A little squeezy there. The 57 of Walter. Look at Rochelle. Man, Rochelle with another run. Now going to back up into second position. Again, just running that inside line. And he's got 2 seconds to make up for the lead.
That's what I'm saying. He is just right along with them inside here. He is just on a rail right now.
Kyle Rochelle and the number 1 machine through 3 and 4. Riding in second position. And that DBI Construction Consultants Chevy has now cut a half second out of that lead.
Oh, yeah.
To the number 1 of Crayland.
He's a 10th, 2/10 to 10th faster than him per lap.
He's running faster than everyone on the track.
Yeah. So he puts around this time by. He has a 15. Let's see here.
A 4.12.
Yeah. To the leader, 15.5. So yeah, he's a 10th faster. So.
And a little bit of lap traffic with Jesse Thornton between Kralik and Rochelle. Rochelle now going to take him on the high side. Cuts the lead down to 1.2 seconds. Rochelle's got the fastest lap of this race on lap 8 at a 8:09. Take that back. It's not the fastest lap of the race.
I'm seeing some 14.7s for the fastest lap.
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong thing.
Thomas has a
His fastest lap,
14.75 to Aaron's 14.76. So basically, the professor 14.77. We have a lot of drivers in the 14.7s for fastest laps. 7.3, 7.4, 7.5, 7.6, 7.7, 7.8.
Let's go back to the number 4 of Alston Halsey. He's in 7th position. He's now passing the professor on the inside as a lap vehicle, but then right behind him, Hernandez. Oh, we got a caution.
Stage.
My bad. We got a stage. Caution. And that will freeze the field with Kralik in the lead. Rochelle, Forder, Walter, Bird. Then Morales, Halsey, Trammell, Hernandez, and Moniz will be your top 10. And as you said, let's see how the fast repairs go here. Let's see who saved theirs, who used theirs. What happened? You know, that's going to be the interesting thing. You're like, no-no's Moniz. I don't think he's used his yet.
I don't think he did. Well, we'll watch him. He's coming down pit road here. So everybody else is coming in. Either getting a new vehicle or getting their vehicle fixed a little bit. And let's see here. Oh, bing. Oh. Look at that.
Smart play by Moniz.
And he stayed on the lead lap, too, so that was huge. Oh, and look at this. We have a vehicle that has to pit on the back stretch, Lee. The back stretch. That is different. Not used to
Yeah,
seeing
that's
that.
the Ford Hulk. Did they run out of pit boxes, or?
Yeah. I forget how many pit boxes are in the front stretch. Fans, let me know how many pit boxes are in the front stretch. I don't remember. But yeah.
So under our stage caution here, halfway through this race, 123 laps to go. Kralik will continue to lead. He's been uber quick tonight, but I tell you what, the number one of Kyle Rochelle has got some kind of jet fuel in that Chevrolet.
Oh, most definitely fast. He's very, very fast. Like I said, between him and who was the other one? I do apologize now. 57, I think I was talking about. Who was I talking about? Him and somebody else. Were I think we're going to be talking at the end of the race. I do apologize.
16.
Is that who we were talking? Who else? Who I said?
I think so.
We'll do.
I don't know, man.
Yes.
I can barely remember what I say.
Wow.
You know this, man.
Oh man. How's everybody doing out there? It's very, very quiet here for a Saturday night. We had great fans last week, Lee, and tonight they all fell asleep.
Yeah, it's been relatively quiet on Facebook and YouTube, so go ahead and start chatting it up there. Jim Loveland says, let's go 94 there on Facebook. Mark Wilson says, the audio is great, but not pretty. Thanks, Mark, man. Maybe I needed that boost today, and you just crushed my entire hopes and spirit.
He's talking about how you said purdy.
I know, I sound pretty.
No,
Oh, so
handsome.
Green,
Pace
green,
truck comes
green.
off. Kralix will choose the high line. Rochelle on the inside. Rochelle timed that start perfectly. Racing it down into wood. Rochelle's going to take the lead. The number one of Kyle Rochelle now in the lead. Kralix in second. Walter will be in third. But Foner looking to the inside of Walter. That's going to be a battle for third. Walter will have third. Foner will be in fourth. Then you got the 24. Not the 24, excuse me. The 25 of Morales. And behind him, guess who it is? The number 5, and I can't call him no-nose anymore. It's Moniz. Sitting in that 6th position.
Let's keep an eye out on him for this run here, as it looks like we're getting single file. Everything looks really clean. Like I said, once you start getting single file, you can have a long green flag run, and he's got a fresh car, basically like he just started the race. Fresh car, fresh tires, full tank of fuel. So we'll be able to see what he can do here, if he can work himself up through the field here and try to at least get him back up to the top 3.
So watching the 5 of Dakota Moniz. Moniz is running in the 6th position behind Martin G. Morales in the number 25. Patrick Hernandez in the 19, trying to chase him down. The 19 must have already used their fast repair because he still don't have a nose, does he? No, he does not.
Patrick? Yeah, no. Yeah, it looks like he already used it, and he's pretty crinkled up with that Interstate Battery 19 there. Joe Gibbs' car. Don't look so hot right now. I would imagine maybe he saved it. Maybe.
Could be.
I mean, he's still on the lead lap. And he's running really decent times. I mean, he's running 15 flats to the leader's 14 eighths.
Whoa. Talking about the leader, Rochelle just got touched by Pittman as he's mixed up with a lot of lap traffic and now just ran to the back end of Parkman. Just used his bumper. As Rochelle is flying around and just trying to get past. Now Kralix is stuck behind lap traffic. Kralix now down to the inside trying to get past. Got Pittman to the inside of him.
Well, welcome to Bristol, baby, because this is what it all winds up. Dealing with lap traffic. I said it earlier in the broadcast league. Trying to work traffic and try to, sometimes you got to put your nose, you got to put your chrome horn to the back end of them and move them out of the way. That's just hard-nosed racing here at Bristol, and that happens a lot.
Lap 143 of 250. Kyle Rochelle continues to lead 1 second over Aaron Kralik. Thomas Walter in third. Foner in fourth. Morales fifth. Moniz sixth. Hernandez seventh. Bird eighth. Halsey ninth. Trammell in 10th. The Professor hanging out in 11th position.
And I got a funny feeling we're going to see a long green flag run here now. They are all separated pretty well out there on the track. There's not too many people on top of each other. And if they are, they're all running single file. So this might be the fuel run, Lee.
This very well could be. And we have Foner, Morales, and Moniz. 4th, 5th, and 6th. Looking at Gomillion in front of them, he is a lap down, riding in 12th position. So, that's something that earlier before the stage, the lap traffic was causing some issues with the people on the lead lap getting by. But it seems like now that the give and take is finally back there. As Gomillion just keeps it high, lets them all drive underneath.
Well, I think these guys figured it out too. It's time to settle down for a little bit and try to get to the end of the race. You start beating each other up too hard like they were at the beginning, you eventually run out of a car. So you run around the modified.
Those are hard to drive.
But fun.
They're fun, but it's such a weird viewpoint from the driver's seat.
Yeah, if you're not used to it, you sit inside one of them, you're like, wow, I can't see.
Right? It's like driving a dirt modified or something, or whatever the rookie dirt cars are.
I have no clue. I'm not a dirt man. I'm
not either. I'd only do that when it's like road course week and I'm like, let's just go goof off in something and because I want to drive, but I don't want to drive that. Meaning road courses. I hate road courses with a passion.
Well, I gotta put something in your ear. Have you watched our Wednesday night's broadcast with me and Lee?
I have not.
I mean, with me and Zach. No, you haven't?
I have not.
All right,
no,
well,
sir.
I'm not going to spoil it as we are with a different league, but I need you to go back and watch it so you have something to scream at Zach about on Sunday night. So, all right, back to the race.
Now you've piqued my curiosity of why I'm going to be mad at Zach tomorrow night.
I tattled.
Oh, what did he do? Looking at the 57 of Thomas Walter. Walter is in third position. Right behind Rochelle. Rochelle is cut. The lead's still about a second to Kralik. But Kralik's in first now. When did he pass Rochelle?
Oh, a while ago.
Okay. Did I say something about it?
I don't remember. I don't remember what I said. How am I supposed to remember what you said?
You're the producer, sir. You're the producer.
Well, right now the producer's trying to do 10 things at once, so it's kind of hard.
Lap 157 to 250. 93 laps to go. We've had 7 cautions, including the stage caution. 35 laps under caution.
Rochelle just got into the wall.
Rochelle scraping the wall there.
Yeah.
Trying to chase down Kralik. And it's giving that opportunity for Walter now to start closing in.
He's flirting with that wall.
Ooh, look, there goes the 51. Here comes Foner. Foner to the inside. Going to pass not only Walter, but Rochelle. Didn't get around Rochelle. Didn't quite make it all the way around Walter either, where he could slide up inside. The 51 of Foner. Now getting stuck to the inside. Here comes the 25 of Morales to the inside of the 5 of Moniz.
You can see that one. He keeps clipping that outside wall. Eventually, he's going to clip it too hard there, Lee, and it's either going to... There it was again. Man, he is... His back end is skewed too far. It's too far to the right. And look, there it is again. And there it is again. And again.
And then here comes the 57. Walter now going to dive down to the inside. Here comes Moniz to the inside with Walter. The 1 of Rochelle trying to stay out in front of all of that. And chase down the 51 of Max Foner, who is now in second position behind Kralix. The 5 of Moniz is going to pass Walter, but cannot get up in the line, still be stuck down to the inside. Now Rochelle, again, scraping that wall. Kind of like the 10 Lizzies from old Opryland days. You know, riding around on those old Model T cars with the rail, just to keep you in line. That's kind of what Rochelle's using that outside wall for, is to keep him on the track.
Yeah, well, eventually he ain't going to have no right rear end. So that thing's almost gone. But we still got a strong battle back here with Ryan in the 58. The 14 is a lap down. They're going to let him going on by.
Yeah, the 14 of Jesse Thornicky pitted on lap 143, so fresher tires for him. But still the battle with the 1 of Rochelle, the 25 of Morales, with Walter right behind them. Now Bird is caught up with them. Ryan Bird, the 58. And he's kind of just, 25 Morales. He touched that apron. That's not a good thing to do. Got a huge run there was Walter. Morales, he's trying to make that inside work, but he keeps dropping down below and touching that apron, and you see how much momentum. He's lost 3 positions doing that. Bird's passed him as well.
I know somebody hit a cone and shot the cone down the backstretch.
Pew!
Yeah, no, it was bouncing down all around the backstretch. It was actually pretty cool to see. I don't recommend doing that all the time, but...
So Rochelle will remain in 4th position. Moniz has now passed him for 3rd. Moniz is dealing with all kinds of lap traffic at the moment. Foner in the 51 is right in front of him. So race for 2nd with lap traffic all around.
Looks like he's about 4 seconds behind.
Yeah, Kralix checked out. And the lap traffic's not going to help out much with Foner and Moniz trying to chase him down.
Still battling it back here with the 25. These guys don't know who wants what position right now.
Yeah, Rochelle, Walter, Morales, and Bird. Huge run there from Bird now to the back of Morales, who's following Walter. Now looks to the inside of Walter. Morales with the nose to the inside. He's trying to make this inside line work, and he finally does. But, man, look at Morales. He had Walter just come right up behind him because he didn't have the momentum. He was able to get in front, but then that outside run by the 57 of Thomas Walter. Rochelle's still scraping that wall.
Thomas Walter actually did something that was, I think, class act racing there. He could have ran right up into the back of that 25, but he decided to lift, get off the gas, which lost his momentum, and now he's just given that, lost up all that momentum, and now he has to battle with the 58 of Ryan right now back here in 7th position. But, you know, well, he cleared him, so it all worked out the way it should. But bravos for him, giving up that position, basically. And not running into him.
Yeah,
oh,
so
look
Walter,
who just showed up on
Bill
Facebook.
Cook in Newcastle, Indiana. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, Bill. Good old Bill.
Ooh, nice run there by the 57. Walter down to the high side. Man, Morales has just been hugging that inside, and it's a matter of physics. He's not faster than the guys on the outside. He's just got a shorter distance to run, and he's able to keep, well, I say that, and then now, but see, with Walter having to slow down because of Rochelle, he can't completely clear Morales. Now he finally does. Morales trying to find maybe a way up to the top. Walter maybe scrapes the wall there. Here comes Bird on the outside of Morales. Morales finally has a chance to slide up, and that is going to put him back in 7th position. Pittman, a lap car now getting involved. Has to go way down to the apron to get out of the way.
Wow. Wow. I thought he was just going to take out 4th, 5th, and 6th position there, Lee.
They're doing a pretty good job of almost doing it themselves. Rochelle, Bird, Walter, and Morales still nose to tail through 3 and 4. Lap 183 of 250 here with the NAISCC Cup Series, round 1 of 2 from Bristol Motor Speedway in Bristol, Tennessee. I used to have to go to Bristol like every other month in my previous employment.
Well,
It's
speaking
a long
of that,
drive.
it was it?
Oh yeah, it's like 7 hours from here.
Ouch. I'm just checking this out, the 5. He has
That's
caught
Mona.
up. Yeah, he caught up to the 51 there. Or Max.
Yeah,
And like I said, clean car from the stage. Last time they pitted was on lap 126. So within the next 30 laps, I would imagine we would see these guys probably start hitting pit road, or just run it as far as they can until the leader hits pit road.
Both Foner and Moniz, 2nd and 3rd, 51 and 5. Faster laps than Aaron Kralix, the leader, that last time around by 1/10 of a second. So they're making up time on Kralix.
Well, that,
slowly but surely.
but the leader is dealing with lap traffic, Lee. So that's where they're gaining on him. Once he can clear this lap traffic, his pace laps will pick back up. His race laps will pick back up here, speed-wise. But right now, he is just with Patrick. He has the professor. He's just trying to work his way around here, and these guys are not making it easy. As there's that cone again. Who keeps hitting the cone?
What has the cone done to you?
That cone keeps laying out in the middle, the blue one.
So Kralix in the lead, Foner in 2nd, Moniz 3rd, Bird 4th, then Rochelle in 5th. Morales, Walter, Huffstutler, Hernandez to 9th, Trammell in 10th. Hernandez now up to 8th. So the 19 of Hernandez. So that battle right behind what we was just looking at is actually a battle for position with Hernandez, Huffstutler, and Trammell.
Yeah, lap down. They're battling for the lucky dog position. That would be 8th, 9th, and 10th position.
Crazy.
As the leader just went by him, too. And then you're going to have 2nd and 3rd position. About a half a turn behind. They're going to be catching that field here very shortly. And then they're going to have to work that lap traffic. As you can see right there in front of them on that screenshot. They are about a turn away from having to deal with what the 16. And there's somebody just took out the blue cone again, and I found the culprit. The 81. It's out there running around on the apron, hitting the cone up on the tracks. Oh, we missed that one that time.
That's Zachary Compton.
We're going to have to get a hold of the administrators. Oh, missed that one too.
So
And there he hit one.
The 5 of Moniz and the 51 of Foner, passing Thornock, and Gomillion. Now having to deal with Foner's having to deal with Thornock now. And we'll get underneath him on this one. Actually, who's the Ford? Thornock's actually got some speed. He's in 18th position, but he's got some speed.
Yeah, he was involved in one of them wrecks, and now, like you said, and you can see the difference in tires.
Most definitely. 20-lap difference in the tires, and Thornock able just to sling it where he wants to. The professor having to pop up now. That's Huffstutler as they all come up on the 19 of Hernandez.
And that's what I was saying. Second and third position are soon going to have to deal with that lap traffic as they are still about 5 seconds behind.
I think Thornock is trying to get his lap back the old-fashioned way as he's passing the number 5 of Moniz, who's in second position now. He's trying to chase down Kralik. He is the lucky dog at the moment in 18th position, correct?
I'm looking at the scoring. He is 11 laps down, so no.
No, I'm wrong, as usual.
No, actually, the 25 now. These guys almost lapped the whole field.
Wow.
There's only 4 cars on the lead lap, and it's going to be about, the last car is going to be Ryan here, as he does got the leaders coming up behind him here. 2
It's going to be
seconds
the 58
behind.
of Ryan Bird. Bird has got all kinds of lap traffic to and fro. And the leader 2.5 seconds behind him. Bird now across the line. And then here comes Craig.
You can see on the ticker down there on the left-hand side, he is about a straightaway ahead of the leader right now, 4th place position. By the time this is all said and done, if they can stay green and not have to make a pit stop, I don't know if they can make a pit stop on fuel or not. That is the question.
So we look back through the field, the 10 of Jacob Morris. He's got a lot of traffic around him, including the 94 of Huffstutler, the 20 of Trammell, the 19 of Hernandez to the high side of him now. The 10, I do not believe. No, he does not have a nose. Honorary Voldemort. He's a Slytherin now. Along with the 19 of Hernandez.
Along here with Adams. He looks like he is going to be 3 laps down, running in 12th position.
The 88 of Adam Westfield. As you said, he's 6 spots down from his starting position, sitting in 12th at the moment. So it's Kralix, Moniz, Foner, and Bird on your lead lap. Morales in 5th. Lucky Dog 1 lap down, as I said, in 5th. Then Rochelle, Walter, Hernandez, Huffstutler, Trammell, your top 10. Halsey, Westfield, Gomillion, Morris, Parkman will be 10 through, or 11 through 15. When we look at our playoff standings, Vincent Sora, who came in first place in the playoffs, in 21st position at the moment. Kyle Rochelle came in 2nd. Rochelle is sitting in 6th position right now. Then you got Sinchek, Kralik, Walter, Bird, Gomillion, Trammell. And then you got that bubble line right there. Then Parkman, Foner, Huffstutler, Thornock, Westfield, Moniz, Hernandez, and Ferraro. Looking out the 5 of Dakota Moniz. Moniz in 2nd position. As he is now pulled away from the 51 of Foner. Where did Foner go?
Oh, he's about 10 seconds behind now, actually. No damage, so he didn't hit the wall. Maybe he scraped the wall, but just looks like that vehicle is a short run speed vehicle. Hometown, Boston, Massachusetts. Age 30. Younger than us.
To be young and 30 again. 30's young to me. I wish I was 30 again.
Me too, me too.
My back really does.
My whole body really does. So
Lap
there you go,
217.
Max. When you
Go ahead,
get
sorry.
to I'm just gonna let Max know when you get to 50. Let us know how you feel. All right.
Lap 218 of 250. We got 33 laps to go here, as we're starting to see that booger start to form again. Huff Stutler, we're looking at it now. Ooh, great camera angle right here. Huff Stutler involved with it. Bird, Trammell. The leader is all up in it, and Kralik with the 20 to the high side. Trammell of him. Kralik is just like, let me tiptoe through this stuff. Can y'all please just, ooh. And up in front of him, Thornick scrapes that wall.
Do we have a vehicle smoking with engine damage?
I thought I heard a pop.
You see it right there. I see it right there. Somebody is. Who in the world is. Somebody's blowing smoke up in front of these guys. I don't know who that would be. It's right there. Wow, somebody's blowing smoke all the way around the whole. Is it? Who in the world is that? Lee, you're on the press box. Who is it?
I'm trying to get up to it. It is Pittman
Really?
in the 37. He now just turned into pit road.
Wow, he kept that thing out that long. And there it is. Unfortunately, that motor has expired on him.
And look who else is setting in the pits right now. The 15 of Stora, who came into this race leading the playoffs.
Well, thank God he's leading in the playoffs, so having a bad race here at Bristol, last time winner here at Bristol on that fact jet, led and dominated the most laps the last time they were here, Lee, so for having a run like he did tonight, ooh, that just goes to show you how NASCAR, at one time you're really great at a track, and the next time it bites you in the butt.
Kralix just puts Bird down a lap, so now only 3 cars on the lead lap. Kralix, Moniz, and Foden.
So we haven't had our food talk today, Lee. What'd you have for dinner?
Pizza and fries, sir. No, pizza and tater tots.
Pizza and tater tots?
Yeah.
Ew.
Why is that? Why is that ew?
Pizza sounds good. I like tater
Oh,
tots,
the
but
20. No, Kralix! Kralix hits the inside wall.
what?
The leader comes and smacks the inside wall coming into 3. Oh, who did he get involved with? Let me see what happened here. Let me see. Is that the 8? No, he comes out of 2. He hits the outside wall, comes back in, hits the inside wall, and had enough lead that he is still in the lead.
He lost 2 seconds.
Yeah, still got a 2-second lead, but yeah, he hit that outside wall and it shot him straight into the inside wall.
Wow. Boy, is he lucky. Count his blessings. Well, now the problem is, let's hope he doesn't have too much motor damage. What kind of lap times is he running now here?
Let's see here. On that lap, he laid down a 16.562. Still faster than Moniz at a 16.639.
Wow.
Foner with a 16.749. So yeah, he's still got the speed. So maybe just cosmetic damage as he's now looking at Rochelle and Bird in front of him. It did give Bird the opportunity to pass him to get his lap back.
And he's, I didn't think these guys could make it on fuel.
Yep, so the leader, Aaron Kralix, will come down pit road. That will put Moniz into the lead. Foner in second.
Oh, the motor let go. That's why. Oh, and he had a new car. Get out of here. Get out of here, Lee. Did you just see that? Oh, my goodness gracious. He blew the motor from damage, and he needs fuel probably to finish the race, and he had a fast repair left over. Count your lucky stars. No.
And he falls back to fifth now.
No, yeah, but everybody else is going to have to pit yet. They're not going to be able to make it on fuel.
Oh, no. I'm just saying he didn't lose a lot of positions. That could have been disastrous, especially if he had already used his fast repair.
I want to hear this. If he wins this race, I got to hear this interview, because if I was him right now, and if he's watching or listening to the broadcast, Aaron, you lucky dog. Like, that would never, ever happen for me and Lee. We couldn't get that lucky. And he's just going to blow through the field now here, Lee. I mean, new tires. These guys might want to consider making a pit stop here soon.
Yeah, so Moniz will take over the lead. Foner in second, Bird third. Kralix now up to fourth as he passes Morales. Looking at Moniz right now. Your leader at the moment. Morales behind him in 11th position. Make that 5th position, excuse me. Sounds like Trammell's having some issues in that number 20. And Kralix comes around him, looking still at Moniz up in front. Out of Bentonville, Arkansas.
Sorry, I'm
9 laps to go.
I'm muted right now. I'm watching YouTube. We have a couple drop frames.
So 8 laps to go now as Moniz. Can he make it without another pit stop? That is what he's going to try to do. Moniz in first, Foner in second. The gap over 5 seconds.
I'm coming back.
Dakota Moniz will come out of 4. It'll be 6 to go this time around. And can he hold on?
I think he can.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he saved enough tire, and then with Kralix, even though he had that fast repair and stuff, scraping the wall and everything, and he was going to blow that engine one way, shape, or form, luckily he had the fast repair, but had to come down pit road, and that gives Moniz, as long as he don't run out of gas. Here comes Kralix now, flying through everybody right up underneath Moniz. Kralix like, give me my lap back, and now I'm going to see if I can chase you down in 4 laps.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
But with Moniz being mixed up in all this lap traffic, and there's a bunch of lap traffic, man, Kralix is flying around them too. Kralix already now out of 2. Bunching it up, 3 to go, making 2 across the line. Dakota Moniz looking to hang on for victory. Foner will be in second position in that number 51. Kralix is in third, 1.4 seconds behind Foner.
Last lap.
Last lap. Can Kralix chase down Foner? Can Moniz keep it on the track to complete one more lap? He comes out of 4. Across the start-finish line, and Dakota Moniz will be your victor this evening.
Wow.
The 51 of Foner across the line. and Kralix actually passed his phoner coming out of 4 to take second position. Kralix almost chased it all the way down.
Wow.
A crazy race here at Bristol as we watch the number 5 of Dakota Monez light him up here at the start-finish line of Bristol Motor Speedway for the first round of the NAISCC Cup Series. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have Dakota Monez, Aaron Kralix, and Max Foner here on Freaky Fast Broadcasting in the booth in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
All right, in 3, 2, 1, yours.
And welcome back here to Freaky Fast Broadcasting, the NAISCC Cup Series, round 1 of the playoffs from Bristol Motor Speedway. We just completed an action-packed 250 laps, and we have our podium finishers ready to come up in the booth with us. Let's grab Max Foner first, the number 51, finishing in 3rd position. Max, it's Lee in the booth. You got a copy, sir?
Yeah, I got you guys.
All right, before we get started, how do you pronounce your last name?
It's pronounced Foner.
So I'm right. I'm not right often, so when I am, I get excited. So,
Hell yeah, man.
Max, congratulations on that podium finish tonight. Man, it was crazy, especially before the stage. Tell me what your plans were coming into this race and how that actually ended up playing out for you.
Yeah, so the main goal was to keep the car clean the whole night, and we accomplished that one. And then the secondary goal was to kind of try to find a spot where I could do something different on tires and, try to get to the front. And it kind of worked. I stopped on the first caution, and it didn't get me to the front so much, but it kind of put me into my own race with, I think, the 8 car is the only other car on tires. And I think it kept us out of a lot of that mess there that happened towards the middle of the first stage and really set us up pretty good.
Now, coming into this race, you were 10th in the playoff race, needing to make it up to at least 8th to advance on, and then coming in 3rd tonight. Outstanding finish for you, and the way you playing that playoff race, was that something that you were conscious of as the race continued on, is where you needed to finish to ensure that you advance, especially with like Vincent Sora being taken out?
Well, going into this track, I like Bristol a lot, and I know a lot of other people don't, so I felt pretty good about my chance to at least gain a couple spots. But during the actual race, I was just kind of thinking, just try to get the best finish. We're fortunate to lead a lap at one point, get a bonus point there, and get some stage points too. So we'll have to see when they post the standings, but we should be on the good side of the bubble going to Kansas next week, which is awesome, because I like Kansas as a track, but I don't necessarily have speed to win on the 1.5 miles. So hopefully we put ourselves in a spot here where we can kind of just ride and hope for maybe the back half of the top 10 and move on.
Now, in the final lap, you were in 2nd position. Kralix had to pit after hitting the wall and actually blew his engine pulling into his pit stall and had his fast repair, and then chased down everyone, including you, except for, our race winner, Monez, but able to pass you there on that last lap. What did you see in the rearview mirror coming out of 4?
So he passed me with like 10 to go to get kind of back on the same lap as me. And I mean, my tires were completely dead. The right front was pretty much gone. Not as bad as some others, but I I don't know. I thought he might get there. I thought he might not. But as soon as I saw him, really, when we got the white flag only a second and a half back, I kind of knew it was over. I wasn't going to do anything dumb to get myself wrecked there. I promise you that.
Completely understand. Well, congratulations on your third place finish. Anyone you'd like to say hello to or give a shout out to before we let you go?
Yeah, shout out to my teammates, Ryan Bird and Patrick Hernandez. Ryan finished fourth, so solid night for him. Shout out to the league admins for putting this whole thing together, and shout out to you guys for broadcasting it. I can't wait to go watch it back.
Well, Max, we appreciate it, sir. Congratulations. We'll see you next week at Kansas.
Yeah, sounds good. See you there.
And that's Max Foner, your third place finisher. Now let's bring up Aaron Kralix, who your runner-up this evening. Aaron, it's Lee in the booth. You got a copy, sir?
Yes, sir, I do.
I truly do believe you were the car to beat tonight, and you showed that throughout the night. What happened there towards the end? What, did you just overdrive into that outside wall, or did you break loose a little bit?
The tires were going on over 100 laps. They were really worn, and yeah, I just overdrove it. I think I rode that outside wall a little bit on exit, and that little bump on the straightaway there, that just I still feel so bad. But hey, my good buddy Dakota, he got a win, and that makes up for it. I'm happy for him.
Well, and one of the things too is, after that incident, we see you come into the pits, and we actually had the camera on you coming into the pits. We see you blow your engine pulling into the pit stall and instantly have your fast repair there, and then chase down the entire field except for bonus and come in second place. We was talking to Foner just a moment ago. We was like, all right, so tell us about the last lap when Kralix passed you. And he was like, yeah, with 1 to go. And he said, there you came. And you were just, it was crazy how with 10 to go, you passed everyone to get your lap back. And then if you would have had 3 more laps, I think you probably could have caught Moniz.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure maybe even 2 laps, but no, as soon as that happened, I got the meatball flag, and it didn't feel bad at the time, so I just didn't really worry about it. But then, about a lap or 2 later, I looked down at my water, and it was spiking. It was in the red. It was going up. I knew it was going to blow up. So I was like, oh no, I have to come in. So I come in, get 4 freshies, and as like you saw, as soon as I get near my pit box, my motor blew up. That had to have been the luckiest moment. Luckiest moment.
What did I say?
Oh man. But yeah, no, then with freshies on, they're running like 16.3, 16.4s. With freshies, I was running 14.8s, something like that. So yeah, about 2 seconds a lap on the field. But yeah, that's still an impressive drive, I would say.
So now coming into tonight, you were 4th in points, going into the playoffs, like I said, and then coming out with a second place finish here tonight. Sora having an awful night, Rochelle not having a good night, Sinchek not having a good night. This should put you up into the lead in the points, or at least very close, depending on how bonus points and everything shake out. What's your plan going into Kansas?
Well, me personally, Kansas and I, we have a love-hate relationship. It's not my favorite, but I get around it. But I just want to stay alive, stay up near the front, winning the stage, getting those 5 bonus, and I just checked. I led the most laps, so I think we get 1 or 3 extra for leading the most. So the bonus points will help a lot. So yeah, like I said, I just want to survive Kansas, make it to the end, and hey, who knows? Maybe I gain so many points tonight, all I have to do is start. But I'm not holding my breath on that scenario. But I'm just hoping to get into the round of 8. After Kansas.
Well, congratulations on the second place finish tonight, and we will see you next week in Kansas. Before we let you go, anyone you'd like to say hello to or give a shout out to that might be watching?
Yes, sir. I'd like to give a shout out to my mom. Hopefully get a speedy recovery from slipping on the ice. But no, I don't. I would like to thank the drivers. They put on the show, man. I'd like to thank the admins and other co-owners. They do a lot of work behind the scenes to make this ship keep the ship up and running. And I just want to say congratulations to Dakota, man. Well-deserved victory, and is and a well-deserved victory on a non restricted track. God, I can't speak.
Oh no, man! You just did 250 laps at Bristol, man. It is understandable and acceptable to be tongue-tied at a time like that.
Yes, a little dizzy, but we're fine. We're fine.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, sir. We'll see you next week at Kansas.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And that's the number 16 of Aaron Kralix, who came in second. Now let's bring up our race winner, number 5 of Dakota Moniz. Dakota, please say I'm saying your last name correctly.
Moniz.
Moniz.
Yes.
Moniz. And I think, okay, I'll get that right. And we still got a couple races before the end of the season, so we're good there. Congratulations on your victory. I really believe Kralix had the car to beat tonight, but when he scraped that outside wall and it hit the bump, shot him to the inside, and he had damage to his car and basically blew up when he pulled into his pit box. All but did him in for the night. He was able to come back out and chase down to second position. But did you see when that incident happened, or when did you realize that he was having issues?
I didn't really see what happened. I only saw the tail end of it, and I saw him down there on the apron, so I knew he had some kind of issue, but I wasn't entirely sure what had happened. So I thought maybe that would give me a chance to hopefully run him down, and then I saw him go down into pit road.
Now, coming into tonight, you were 14th in points for the playoffs, and then big victory here tonight. What was the plan when you came in on tire strategy, fuel strategy, and race strategy? Because it's Bristol, baby.
My plan was just to be there, try to be there at the end the best I could, and I felt confident coming in. It's one of my favorite tracks to race on, so I felt like I could get a top 5 out of it if I just played it clean, stayed out of trouble, and, well, able to come away with the victory.
Yeah, huge victory for you tonight for the first round of the playoffs. What's the plan going into Kansas?
Probably just take it easy and hope maybe if I'm there to get some stage points, try to get some stage points, but just be focused for the next round.
All right, sir. Well, congratulations. Before we let you go, anyone you want to say hello to or give a shout out to that might be watching tonight?
Just shout out to all my teammates and everyone that supports me, all my family and stuff, and yeah, and you guys for doing an awesome broadcast.
Well, we appreciate it, sir. Congratulations on your victory. We'll see you next week at Kansas.
All right, thank you.
And that's Dakota Moniz. Got it right now. The number 5-year race winner for this evening, as we get set to give you your unofficial results of this evening from Bristol Motor Speedway from Bristol, Tennessee. 7 total cautions, including the stage caution, 36 laps under yellow of a 250-mile race. Dakota Moniz, and that number 5 will be your race winner with a 7+ second gap to second place, Aaron Kralix, who made an amazing drive this entire day. The 51 of Max Foner will be in 3rd, Ryan Byrne in 4th. Maurice Gomillion moves up to 5th position. Huge jump for him there at the end. Martin Morales in 7th, Patrick Hernandez in 8th. Adam Westfield, 9th. James Termell in 10th. The Professor Sean Huffstutler in 11th. Thomas Walter in 12th. Austin Halsey in 13th. Ryan Ferrero in 14th. In 15th, Tom Sinchek. In 16th, Chris Parkman. 17th, Kyle Rochelle. 18th, Jesse Thornick. In 19th position will be Zachary Compton. In 20th will be Nicholas Compton. 21st, Vincent Soar. 22nd, Danny Cochran. And 23rd, Jonathan Pittman. And that will round out your finishing order this evening. Man, Robert, what a race for the first round of the playoffs with the NAISCC Cup Series here at Bristol. And we're about to go to Kansas and eat some corn.
I like corn.
I like corn, too.
Yeah, me too. Corn with some prime ribs. How's that sound? We're going to have some ribs and some corn there early next week.
And some potatoes.
All right, yeah, man. Well, hopefully everybody's ready for next week. Everybody's going to be cooking up some good dinner before we go live at 8:50 next Saturday night with these guys at Kansas. But I want to say thank you everybody out there who has tuned in here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting. Hopefully you enjoyed the show here tonight. Don't forget to give us a like and a share on both platforms of YouTube and Facebook. But, well, we're going to pack our stuff up here, Lee, because we're going to be with our Gentlemen iRacing League tomorrow night, 6:30. Lee Tidwell, Zach Hall is going to be in the booth to call all the action with them guys. So make sure you hit that follow and like button so when we go live, you get the notification on your phone. Or if you're sitting in front of your computer screen, you get the notification. But until then, we want to say God bless everybody. We love yous all. Peace out.
Bye, everybody.